Good morning. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. Let's get on to some headlines. We begin with headlines on the Punch newspaper this morning. Remember to join the conversation on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. And Nigerians seek relief as states gets 3.3 trillion naira allocations. Power grid stabilizes at 3,000 megawatt. TCN upgrades transformers. AFCON Osimhen doubtful for South Africa clash. Another one here says Niger protesters lament hardship. And on the Punch, you'd see distillers protest today over NAFDAC sachet alcohol ban. And Eagles 3 billion naira reacher squad arrives Boake for Bafana clash. And those are some of the headlines you would find on the Punch newspaper. And now we'll get on to the Vanguard and find out what we have. In Vanguard, this one says high cost of living. Niger residents protest hunger. Shut down major roads. Nigerians are heartbroken, hopeless. Mbaka tells Tinubu. Armed herders terrorized Bayelsa, Delta farmers, fishermen. All of those headlines from the Vanguard newspaper. This morning, you can call us on 0817-923-0002. Again, 0817-923-0002 or 0817-923-0003. And any of those numbers, and you get access to us in the studio. I'll call the number again, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007. All right, let's get some of your messages. We'll start with what you're saying on Facebook. On Facebook, it's Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Remember, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the handle on Facebook. So get on Facebook and be a part of the conversation. And some of the messages here, Patrick Amadi says, good morning. The herders are involved in different criminal activities in this our state, using livestock to deceive people. Correctional centers are the best home for those people who destroyed the assembly quarters. I support the court ruling. J. Fetty Bekwe says the hoodlums that disrupted Thanksgiving rally should be fished out and the governor shouldn't lose guard. He should man up and make use of his executive powers to defend his mandate and supporters. Olebara says, we have never had it this bad. Nigerians earnestly prayed God to rescue us from bad rulers and bad governance. It is now what we realize that those were better days compared to what we see now, and our eyes bleed. May we never pass through this again. Christian Williams says the high increase of cost of living in the country is fast becoming unbearable. Government needs to do something to save our economy. Christian Williams from Igboeche. That message is from you. Let's go to the phone lines now, and we start with Mufasa from NTA Road. Good morning, Mufasa.
Yeah, hi Andrew, good morning.
Good morning, go on.
Well, let me first condemn the attack on protesters in Outer West. I think this is really very wrong. People should be allowed, to have whatever choice that they choose to have. If they don't want to support anybody, they should be allowed to do their thing in peace. I'm going to think the chairman of council has distanced himself from such barbaric acts. So I'm calling on the Nigerian police to rise up to the occasion and stop this incessant attack on people who choose to support the governor of Rivers State. It is not nice. And lastly, Andrew, I was moved when I heard that the ex-UG president of the University of Port Harcourt, is coming up with such a laudable initiative. I think such a young man, if he could have the interest of students at heart at this level, it should be commended. Politicians should learn from young people like that. That even if little office as legislative president to carve out something for his fellow students. I think that young man deserves an award.
All right, Mufasa, thank you very much. Let's go to Leighton Barry now. Leighton Barry in Bury, good morning.
Hello, me Andrew.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me look at the victory party of Governor Sim Fubara disrupted in Huda. I think this sound of ripples in River State has not given me a fresh air. And hearing this, that things are being disrupted like this, or there is discrepancy, argument, fight over one thing or the other, it doesn't make sense. I have said it. This situation cannot be achieved in the atmosphere of Ranko. No development can be achieved in this atmosphere. And how can we look at the administration of Sim Fubara and say it is peaceful? We can't say it's peaceful. Look at in the local government. I think one thing I want to say about Kana local government is that the local government, the chairman of Kana local government, have tried very well, because we hardly hear things of this nature. I think Dr. Thomas Vaere have tried very well in putting things in place. But let me take the court refused bail of 5 persons. I think this is also part of what I'm talking about. That we cannot achieve a good atmosphere with this situation if people are being caught in different acts like this. I want to advise us, whatever that has been behind this, we should keep it behind us, and let us see how we can unite so that governance can strive in River State. That is my advice for Governor Sim Fubara. Whatever that has caused this,
thank you.
Look at it.
Let's get on now to JJ and Rumigbo.
Return to River State.
JJ, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Go on.
I want to condemn the destruction of the Thanksgiving in honor of the victory of this governor. It's not a good one, and I urge the police to remove the monkey hand before it turns human hand, because it's like there is a list the police have right now, and if your name is not on that list, you can commit any crime and go free. It's not making any sense to me. It's not making any sense. And the police commissioner also telling us that there are influx of kidnappers into River State. Andrew, is that like a report or stuff? I don't get it at all. See, what is your work? All those checkpoints along the East-West Road and everywhere, they are for work now. And you are confirming to us that there are influx, so we should come take your gun and help you fight the influx of the kidnappers. I don't know what this whole thing is all about. And your guest yesterday, Abutu, was even blaming the people for not fighting people who are with sophisticated arms, and you're telling us sophisticated people are now into crime, and you don't have sophisticated policemen to bust their criminality. I thought these people are so funny.
All right,
comedians everywhere.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Remo Lumeni now. Cookie Gam, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
Good morning.
Andrew, court is rally at a other word for him yesterday. Andrew, that is what I think River State now. When the people now start reacting now, they decide that they are terrorists. They want to kill ambushing. They want to kill police informants. Andrew, we have gone beyond this in River State. Andrew, before I said on this morning, Andrew, listen. So that's what we were saying. Rule, listen, and God has gone forever. But that's rules Libya. Transforman, God has gone forever. Interview for Uganda has ruled Uganda, strong man. And every strong leader, when memory goes away, it will be like a shadow. Don't forget you, no strong man. Memory sleeps a good memory in the nation he lose. And they make us history, make it touch. With that strong man that rule a nation or a state, that is nobody last for her. That is why his shadow will still be as a shadow. This governor River State will pay for. I'm a man in River State. I'm not a governor. That's one accepted River State like this current governor now. That is one accepted by the people, the blind, the lame, the strong man. Everyone accepted this governor River State. What is the governor do to be passing this time of River State? What is the governor committed? This governor, River State has given now.
All right, Cookie Gam, thank you. Point has been made. Let's go now to map 3. Good news is on the line. Thank you, Cookie Gam. Good news, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Go on.
Quick one. Let me add my voice on the discussion of Victory Party. What are they really scared of? I thought they are all members of the same party. That the governor won the Supreme Court. I thought they praised that Wike made him to win. Even despite the one I heard from my left ear that there's an allegation that he spent 26 billion to stop the governor, but they said he made him to win. And people are celebrating. Why are they afraid? If there is something like to be afraid or shame, it is with the APC members that should be fidgeting and getting angry that we lost in Supreme Court. But the person was supposed to stand with the governor. Why are they afraid? Why? Making the state uncomfortable. Look at the police, what the police is saying. Influx of kidnappers into River State. Is that not an indictment on the police? Is the police trying to ask River people to run away from that state? Is it possible? I think it's high time we'll start singing the removal of the Commissioner of Police and his team. Start singing to the high heaven. Shut this out, they will remove him. Because it is becoming unbecoming. My name is Goodness.
My goodness, thank you. Abinoye from Aboa. Good morning.
Good morning. It's me, Andrew.
Go on.
Yes, I want to look at the statement credited to the FCT minister as reported by Douglas Fabeke that worse things will happen in the states. And it means that the Abuja Concord is of no essence. It's a sham. Because if those statements are still, happening, then we are doomed. A local government where a celebration was to be made was disrupted. And it's not showing that anything is happening better. And I want to say that there is the need for an action because the risk of action is even less than the risk of inaction. This thing must stop. Otherwise, there will be no development. I don't want to begin to hammer on this because even little children will know that where we are divided, we cannot stand and there will be no progress. I also want to look at the National Union Road Transport Workers conducting elections because I'm privy to the matters of it, though I'm not a lawyer. But I know that in the last, sitting in court, they were told that the status quo must be maintained and there should be no election. I begin to wonder why elections should be done. I know the matters will be discussed in this match. I do not want us to introduce what is happening in the West so that we cannot be fighting ourselves for nothing. I think contempt will be instituted in court against them. Thank you.
All right, Abinoye, thank you. Temple, good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Femi, and how are you doing this morning?
Fine, thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, I think I want to appeal to our Rivers youth. They shouldn't allow some selfish and greedy politicians to push them into some kind of crisis they cannot even have the opportunity to explain themselves. I don't know how a victory time given will be disrupted. And we look at what is happening within the compass of our AGA. They don't even know that they are the ones that will suffer at the end of the day. Because we are looking at a river state where, the state will be peaceful. We talk of job creation. We talk about the development of river state that will affect, most importantly, the youth. Please, they should stop availing themselves for all this kind of unhealthy and putting the state into an unrest. And you look at the accused by the hunters, the very distinguished Femi Andrews. If you come down to a chain, you see the level of the kind of activities these headers are carrying in a chain. Women are being harassed, women are being raped, their clothes are being used to feed their headers. If you look at it, the police on their own part are not doing what they are supposed to do as security agents. But thank God for the hunters who have come out with this, will I call it an alleged, undiscovered fraud which I think police should do proper investigation. And what about this anti-open grazing law that was passed by the Rivers State House of Assembly? What happened in the implementation? I mean, full implementation, so that these headers will begin to know their boundary and where they should operate and where they shouldn't operate. For me, I think they have passed their ban. Thank you.
Let's go over to George in Buguma now. George, good morning.
That's Andrew. Good morning to you.
Morning, George.
Now, Andrew, I am very much concerned about the continuous destruction of supporters of the governor of Rivers State. Andrew, now, what is going on now? Is it not similar to the order of the former governor when he was in power for political parties not to campaign freely? This is what is similar to that one, when he gave orders and placed an obnoxious amount that political parties should be paying about 5 million naira before the campaign. This one is similar, and we asked and saw what happened. Many of them who are able to pay were attacked, and so many were beaten, so many political parties and their candidates were beaten, brutally wounded, and all of that. Now, our laws to freely associate is not enshrined in the constitution of this land. Now, this is leading to anarchy, because if we get to a point where some persons will take the laws into their hands, and that anarchy will boomerang as we go. I think the security personnel to rise up, because what you are seeing now, the Nigerian police is biased and one-sided, because we have a governor who is always talking about peace and is always showing the path of peace. If not, if we have a
All
governor,
right, George.
maybe who is the politician.
George, your point has been made. We have to move on to another caller now. Thank you.
No, Andrew, please, I am not
In
happy
Bori,
with what is happening.
let's go to Clinton now in Bori. Thank you, George. Clinton, good morning.
Andrew, good morning to you.
Welcome.
Yeah, the incident that occurred in Ahoda, I think it's a recipe for further crisis in Rivers State. And the security agencies should up and doing to curtail these excesses of members of opposition. It's a victory rally, nothing more. And I don't know why a group should come and disrupt the victory rally of another side. I think it's not healthy for the system. And I've heard the former governor saying that Rivers is peaceful. How can Rivers be peaceful when we are having issues with this? And he also said that the judgment that was given, that the matter was already in court before the president intervened. And the president in the resolution said all parties should withdraw their case. Why is it that they didn't withdraw their own case? So I don't think it's a good one. Then finally, the city police saying that there's an influx of kidnappers into Rivers State. What a statement. That's an irony. And you are a security officer. Your duty is to ensure that it stays peaceful. And you're not telling Rivers people to be scared, to start rejecting. I don't think this man is ready for the job. Thank you very much.
All right, Clinton, Israel in Emoha. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Israel.
Yes, Andrew, court is to grant bail to 5 accused persons. Andrew, if you ask me, I would say it's a welcome development, because people should learn how to protect the government property, not to destroy the government property. And I will urge the police officers to make sure that all the persons that are being hindered in the burning down of the Rivers State House of Assembly all should be arrested and then prosecuted, so that it will be as a lesson to others in future times. Then the comment of the police commissioner concerning the influence of the kidnappers in Rivers State. Andrew, for me, if you ask me, that is not a good one for a man that is to protect the life and properties of Rivers State. Then all this, If you ask me, that alone can chase us investors in River State. Andrew, from Choba Junction to the dam of Emoha local government, from here to here, you will see police checkpoints. What are they doing? They just to collect their tax money. So they should go to where they are to make sure that they chase out all those kidnappers, not to tell us that there are influence of them in the River State. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Israel. And let's see some more on WhatsApp. Beg your pardon, Facebook. Choma Kingsley says the CP should wake up from his slumber, stop the kidnappers entering the state. Justice Ori says those being accused of killing Bako are still being accused of burning the State Assembly complex. To me, it doesn't align. They may not be the same people. I am of the opinion that we investigate proper. Onyekachi Casey says thugs disrupt victory Thanksgiving of the governor. I hope what I am saying is not a gross weakness on the side of the governor. Lorenzo Delight says alleged kidnappings by herdsmen in parts of the state should be properly investigated. Kudos to Unipo SCG president for free transport scheme. Obia Juwan Tangod says Governor Sim's Thanksgiving disrupted in Auda. I think I ask this question: where is the peace? I thought PDP is one. And then on WhatsApp, this one says, good morning, if you hear me. Patrick Amadi says, I comment, okay, talks disrupt victory Thanksgiving of the governor. I hope what I'm saying is not, okay, I think we had that before. Owanaimi Denibor says, on the statement credited to the FCT minister, many of us have argued that the Abuja Accord is a mirage. Now, victory parties are reportedly disrupted. Please, thank you for telling us about the influx of kidnappers. Also, give us the guns and equipment to go and fight them. Someone said it is embarrassing that people will come from faraway regions to kidnap our people here in our communities. The community should not wait for the police anymore, but organize and form a force to flush out kidnappers from our forests. Good morning. Shame on Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Delta, and Bayelsa states are moving forward and seeking how to develop their people. Rivers State is fighting and quarreling. Pastor Vincent says, talks to shop Governor Sim's Thanksgiving rally. I've been saying it, that the governor should stand up because some people are hell-bent in frustrating his administration. Newton Ikire says, I laugh when I hear the herders are terrorizing farmers in Bayelsa Delta. If I may ask, which part of Delta State? Because I know it's suicide mission to try that nonsense in parts of Delta State. Newton Ikire. Well, it happens, my brother. It does. There have been reports from Ughelli, parts of Ughelli, and I think even in the capital, in some communities in Asaba, there have also been reports of those. But I understand what you're saying, because I mean, I grew up in Delta State, in Warri precisely, and I think what you're implying is they don't take nonsense. So it's only natural that you'd respond in the way that you did. But we have those issues. We have some of them that have been reported. I urge the governor not to create any lacuna for intimidation of his supporters in Rivers State. And that's the much we can take. We'll go for a commercial now. And please, I'd like to apologize if I sound really down. It's because I'm under the weather. So please bear with us. We'll take a commercial now. Afterwards, business news at 7. My name is Efemi Andrew. Good morning.